Guys, so today I'm going to be talking about what I've been watching and what I've been reading. So let's start with what I've been watching. The last time I did one of these videos, I forgot to mention Supernatural. I watched the final season of Supernatural. That show's been on for so many years, and I am going to miss it, but I feel like it was time. If it had gone on any longer than that, I mean, you can only come up with so many story ideas for so long, and after that many seasons, it was time. But I did like the way they ended it, which of course I'm not going to say in case you haven't watched it yet. But yeah, I will miss Sam, Dean, and Cass. So when I left off from the last video, I was watching Dark. And we finished that. Well, we finished that season of it, and that was the last season of that too. Just because they couldn't really go any further with it because of the type of complicated storyline. I like the way they ended that too. That was sweet. I liked it. It was appropriate, I think, for the type of show it was. I was so afraid that it was going to be a different kind of ending, but yeah, I was very happy with that. And again, I can't say, but that show was in Germany and it's dubbed, but you can't really notice that much that the lips don't match the words. If you like things that are thought-provoking, that you're going to be staying awake nights trying to figure out what is going on, especially the first season. Oh my god, I was like so lost, and but it gets, after a while everything starts, the pieces of the puzzle start to come together. But I did really enjoy that show, and I wish that they could have made it last longer. So then from there we went to the latest season of DC Legends of Tomorrow. It started off kind of slow, and I was disappointed. But then as it got further into the season, it started to pick up again and become more the show that I was familiar with. And by the way, Sarah Lance is my favorite character on that show, just in case you're wondering. But they all do a great job on there. But, I was noticing something as I was watching it this year, that most of the original characters now from season 1 are gone. There's only 2 people left. There's Sarah and Rory. That's it. Mick Rory. Yeah, that's all that's left from season 1. So there's been a lot of cast changes. And from there, I went to one of my all-time favorite shows, The Umbrella Academy. Oh my god, I love that show. And it did not disappoint. It's season 2. And I've read all the novels, so I kind of already knew what was going to happen, but I have this way of suspending in my mind, like when I'm watching it, I try not to think about the books because I don't want to like spoil it for myself. But man, that is a great cast. Those people that play those parts, what a great group of actors. Fantastic. If you like things, fantasy, I would put that in the fantasy / action genre, and it's extremely violent. So if you don't like that, then you won't like this show. But it's kind of necessary to the plot line, I guess. It sort of has to be. But in this year, they were weaving his historical facts into the plot line, and it was great. It was great. I can't wait for season 3. I hope that they're going to be able to film it because, with the current situation that's going on, I don't even know how they make TV shows and movies anymore, because obviously you can't wear a mask when you're filming, but you don't want to put people at risk either. So I don't know how they're doing that. But yeah, what a great cast and what a fascinating storyline. If you're not familiar with the Umbrella Academy, I don't think I'll be giving anything away by telling you that the premise of the show is that there is a group of children who are all born on the same day, on the same year, and they are adopted by this man who starts this school called the Umbrella Academy. And the purpose of it and who he is and what he teaches them and how they live, you know, watch the show to see that, but it's a very unique concept. And the graphic novels were written by Gerard Way, who is better known for his music. But yeah, I love that show so much. And it went by so fast because I think there were only 10 episodes, so boom, 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 it was gone. So then from there, we went to The New Legend of Monkey, which is basically season 2 of The Legend of Monkey. And season 1 was so good, and I really did not like season 2. I actually thought about saying to my husband, you want to just shut this off and watch something else. It was not good. The saving grace is the star of the show because he's so charismatic. Chai, oh, what's his last name? It escapes me at the moment, but yeah, the star of the show is really good looking and very charismatic and very funny. And so, you know, if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would have been able to get through that season. So, but season 1 was so good. I don't know. So we're right in between now. So I'm not sure what we're going to be watching next, but that is what I have been watching on Netflix. Now, what have I been reading? I went to my local independently owned comic book store and I bought 4 of the Adventure Time books. I got books. No, actually, I have 5 because number 1 is actually on my bedside table. So I have 5 of these books. So I bought 1 through 4, and then I also bought 8, number 8, because I got such a good deal on it. I think it was like 50 cents or something because he got a good deal on it. The books that I buy from him aren't new. They're usually gently used, we'll say, so I never have to pay full price. Like, for example, on these, they originally retailed for $10 and I get them for $4, so otherwise, you know, I don't think I would get them because that would really add up. If I was paying $10 for 5 books, and these are pretty much an easy read, so because I go through them so quickly, then I don't think I would. But I always loved this show. If you're not familiar with Adventure Time, it is a show on Cartoon Network, and the premise of it is they're living in a post-apocalyptic, post-nuclear disaster world. And sounds depressing and morbid, but it's not. The way that they do it is it's funny, it's cute, it's colorful. It's not depressing at all. There's some violence in it, but it's not it's not like the premise of the show. The premise of the show is the heart of the main characters, Jake and Finn. Jake is a dog, Finn is a human, and there's also a little computer. It's like a handheld gaming device that also has its own personality and gets them into all kinds of trouble. And then there's a lot of secondary characters that are really interesting. One is Marcy the vampire. There's a lot of princesses, and then there's this evil king who's always trying to get the princesses to marry him. It's a riot. If you've never seen it, I would suggest checking out an episode of the cartoon first, and then you can see if you think you might like the books. I don't have cable TV, but if you go to the Cartoon Network website, I think there's 2 or 3 episodes that you can watch for free on their website. But I've always loved that show. One of these days, I'm going to buy the complete DVD box set for myself, like, I don't know, for my birthday or Christmas or something like that, because it's wicked expensive. But yeah, it's a really good show. I love kid stuff. I am like a big kid. I'm like a kid that never really grew up. You know, it just blows my mind sometimes how I think that as long as it doesn't interfere with your life in a big way, I think there's nothing wrong with enjoying things that kids like. I think it makes life worth living sometimes. And if you think about it, kids have such a good imagination and they enjoy life so much. They know how to have fun. And adults, as adults, sometimes, you know, we can get so stressed out thinking about our problems and the situation with the world. And I'm not talking about the big C. I'm talking about just everything, you know. So much going on all the time, and so you have to surround yourself with things that make you happy, whatever that might be, whether it be hobbies or just how you spend your time and what you enjoy doing. And somebody was saying to me one day something about being bored. And I was thinking to myself, man, there are so many interesting things out there in the world. How could anyone possibly be bored? I mean, all you have to do is go on the internet and type in something that you think is interesting, and that will lead you down a path to a million other things that are connected to that, but also other subject areas that might expose you to something new and fun that you weren't even aware of. I don't know. Life is endlessly interesting and entertaining, I think, if you have the desire and imagination to delve into all these things. Okay, so that is it, you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.